Okay, this is Barefoot Grandpa, and my assistant Owen and I, today are working on some knots with some very cool rope.
Yep.
Okay, and Owen's going to show you what our next knot is going to be.
The knot we are doing today is a bowline knot. It is a knot that you only need one side of rope. You do not need two pieces of rope, which is a joined knot. And it's good for climbing and pulling stuff like that.
Perfect. Is it easy to take apart?
Yeah. So I think it's kind of the same as the square knot to pull apart, but it's a little different.
That's so perfect. You've been learning your knots. Okay, so here's the camera. Okay, so the bowline. It's a very cool knot. I use it a lot. There's things you can buy that substitute for a bowline, but if you know how to tie the knot, you don't have to depend on a tool.
You don't have to spend more money on something that, is different than a bowline knot.
Right.
You can just use a bowline knot.
So,
you don't need to spend more money.
We've got this side, which is going to become the rabbit. I'm going to set that down.
We are gonna make a bite, which is a loop.
This is a loop. It's a bite. And the important part of the bite is this part closest to you is on top.
Yep.
Okay. So now we take
the rabbit
and
we put it through the bite.
Through the hole.
The bite.
Around the tree. And back down through the hole. And then you pull on these ends and you have a beautiful bowline knot.
Yep.
Okay, and now that will be a really strong knot. It won't come loose, and you can even do a little safety, little half hitch here on the end of the bowline, which will doesn't make it look quite as pretty, but now that will never come loose. So there you have a workable loop that you can use for anything. And
like towing something and hiking and climbing.
Right. And like a square knot, like Owen showed you, it's really easy to pull apart. There we go. So, come on over. And finish her off, Owen. What did we just do?
We made a bowline knot.
Which is not a joining knot, is it?
It's not a joining.
It's a pulling.
Always remember that you don't need two pieces of rope to make it. You just need one.
That's exactly right.
One side of rope.
That's right.
Because usually ropes are like one thing, but there's like two ends of it. Right. So you only need one end.
Perfect. So we've done a square knot on another video and a bowline.
Yep.
That's it. That's Barefoot Grandpa and Owen.
How to make a bowline.
Perfect.